Today, we're diving into the remarkable life of Sheikh Hasina, a prominent figure in global politics and the longest-serving Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina Wajid was born on September 28, 1947, in Tunjipura, East Bengal, which is now Bangladesh. She hails from a distinguished political family, the daughter of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the founding leader of Bangladesh and its first president. Her early years were marked by the tumultuous history of Bangladesh's independence movement. Her father's leadership and vision for a free Bangladesh profoundly shaped her future. Sheikh Hasina pursued her education at the University of Dhaka, where she earned a degree in arts. During her time at university, she began to show interest in politics, influenced by her family's legacy and the socio-political environment of the time. In 1975, tragedy struck as Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and most of his family were assassinated in a military coup. Sheikh Hasina was abroad during this time and faced significant personal and political challenges upon her return. Sheikh Hasina's political journey began in earnest in the early 1980s when she led the Awami League, her father's party. Following his assassination, her leadership was crucial in rebuilding the party and spearheading the struggle for democracy in Bangladesh. In 1996, Sheikh Hasina's Awami League won the general elections, and she became prime minister for the first time. Her tenure was marked by efforts to revive the economy and improve infrastructure. After a defeat in 2001, she returned to power in 2009 and has been serving as prime minister since. Her long tenure has been characterized by significant development projects, including advancements in education, healthcare, and women's rights. Under her leadership, Bangladesh has achieved notable economic growth and social progress. On the international stage, Sheikh Hasina has been a vocal advocate for climate change awareness and has worked to strengthen Bangladesh's position globally. Despite facing challenges and controversies, Sheikh Hasina remains a pivotal figure in Bangladeshi politics, symbolizing resilience and dedication to her country's progress. Bangladesh is on fire. In just one day, major events unfolded with devastating consequences. Anti-government protesters marched to Dhaka, leading to 300 deaths and thousands of injuries. In 2 days, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has fled the country and taken refuge in India. Let's quickly break down what happened in Bangladesh and how this impacts India and their relationship. The unrest began last month and dramatically escalated when student activists at Dhaka University violently clashed with the police and pro-government counter-protesters. The catalyst was a controversial quota system reserving up to 30% of government jobs for the family members of veterans from Bangladesh's 1971 War of Independence against Pakistan. Protesters argued that this system is discriminatory and favors supporters of the ruling party, demanding a merit-based system instead. The situation quickly spiraled beyond the quota issue into a broader anti-government movement, with demands for Sheikh Hasina's resignation. Hasina, who has led the country since 2009 and secured her fourth term in July, faced increasing public outrage. Protests intensified as students marched to Dhaka, attacking and vandalizing public institutions, police stations, and even the Prime Minister's residence across 39 districts. In response, the government declared an indefinite nationwide curfew starting at 6 a.m. on Sunday, announced a 3-day general holiday from Monday, and shut down internet services. Sheikh Hasina resigned and fled to New Delhi yesterday evening. The military has now taken control, pledging to form an interim government as soon as possible.
আমি সমস্ত রাজনৈতিক দলের নেতৃবৃন্দকে এখানে আমন্ত্রণ করেছিলাম। ওনারা এখানে এসেছেন। আমরা একটা সুন্দর আলোচনা করেছি। সেখানে আমরা সিদ্ধান্ত নিয়েছি যে একটা ইন্টারিম গভর্নমেন্ট আমরা ফর্ম করব এবং ইন্টারিম গভর্নমেন্টের মাধ্যমে এদেশের সমস্ত
Following Hasina's departure, Bangladesh's president ordered the release of opposition leader Khalida Zia. Zia, a prominent politician who served as prime minister from March 1991 to 1996. And again from June 2001 to October 2006, had been imprisoned on corruption charges since 2018. Her release on humanitarian grounds in March 2020 came after allegations of an unfair trial. This crisis has significant implications for India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi convened a meeting of the Cabinet Committee on Security and External Affairs Minister S. Jai Shankar briefed MPs. The Indian Ministry of External Affairs has advised citizens to avoid traveling to Bangladesh and urged those residing there to exercise extreme caution. The BSF has issued a high alert along the India-Bangladesh border and deployed additional troops. Sheikh Hasina's decision to resign and flee to India came on short notice, with a request for flight clearance received from Bangladeshi authorities. Hasina arrived in Delhi yesterday evening. India is in close touch with the Indian community in Bangladesh, including the estimated 19,000 Indian nationals, about 9,000 of whom are students. Many students have already returned to India. India faces a diplomatic dilemma, whether to support Hasina, potentially complicating relations with the new Bangladeshi government, or to abandon a long-time ally. Good relations with Hasina have strengthened ties between New Delhi and Dhaka since 2009, including in areas like road and rail connectivity and defense cooperation. India's response has been to treat the situation as an internal matter of Bangladesh, but Hasina's arrival in India complicates this stance. India will closely monitor the developments in the new leadership in Bangladesh. The situation also affects businesses, with potential benefits for India's textile industry, though yarn exporters and companies trading with Bangladesh may face negative impacts. As the situation continues to evolve, India's role and response will be critical in shaping the future of its relationship with Bangladesh. Stay tuned for more updates as the crisis unfolds.